Over at Town Hall, Mayor Mike Callahan's been trying to figure it out ever since he took office.
You know, the booms are one of our amazing little mysteries that drive us closer together. You know, every community has its lore, has its myths. As I said, you know, the Loch Ness Monster exists.
For this piece of lore, there are lots of theories.
There's always the popular theory that they're digging a tunnel under our town as an escape route from Washington, D.C. to get to Andrews Air Force Base.
I wonder about the underground digging, what's going on there. See how it looks right here?
For Greco and her husband, they say the booms have caused cracks in their basement.
Well, several people in Spokane Valley reported hearing those very odd noises overnight. Turns out the sound was coming from road graders plowing snow and ice at the Valley Mall.
Pretty loud booms. I don't know what that was. Really?
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
That is weird. Those dogs are barking at us. Definitely some noise.
And no one seems to know where it's coming from.
Call it the case of the mystery booms.
And there were dozens of reports in a matter of minutes.
It was really freaky, to tell you the truth.
So tonight the mystery continues as to why Clintonville has become Boomtown, USA.
What gets me here is why these two superstar scientists that know the answer to everything couldn't get what these sounds were and tell us all what these sounds are.
Yeah, it gets wider in the middle, and so Earth throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it.
You know I'm pretending, right? Because I have to play along with this game that the elites are playing against us. These two scientists, if they're scientists at all, in any way, shape, or form, would know what this is, what these sounds are.
Is it better to know or not to know?
I think, well, my blunt answer is it's better to know.
All right, that is debatable, though.
Well, I said it's my answer. Yeah. I mean, somebody else might have a different answer.
This sign you are looking at is called lambda. Lambda is a sign or symbol for wavelength. And this equation that you're looking at is the length or the calculation for resonant frequency or resonant sound or resonant amplification. It's known in the industry of music and sound to amplify and get louder sound. So, what does this equation have to do with the noise or the sounds that people are hearing all around the world? Well, here it is. This is how this works. You're looking at a diagram that shows the wavelength of sound traveling through a tube. And actually, these are 3 different tubes, but they're not to scale because of the width or the height of the tubes are actually the same, but the distance are not. The distances are actually supposed to be 3 separate distances. The first one at its distance, the second one, B, should be 3 times longer than the first one, and C should be 5 times longer than the first one, A. So these distances are not to scale. L equals the length. Why is this important? This is important because when these people are digging these tunnels, they come to a certain distance and what they call resonant frequency is created, or resonant amplification is created. An echo is reverbed back from the digging area to the open area. So it's a closed-end frequency amplification. This is what's going on. This is what these people are doing. They're digging and building underground cities, and from the squealing of the machinery, you get this raunchy tone of noise, and it makes this loud noise from the digging. These people know. Do you understand what these people are saying? They're talking about the vibrating of their homes, the shaking like earthquake.
It sounded like it struck the side of the house always, and it sounds like a Mack truck rams into your home.
So the booms are one of our amazing little mysteries that drive us closer together. You know, every community has its lore, has its myth. As I said, you know, the Loch Ness Monster exists.
For this piece of lore, there are lots of theories.
There's always the popular theory that they're digging a tunnel under our town as an escape route from Washington, D.C. to get to Andrews Air Force Base.
I wonder about the underground digging, what's going on there. See how it looks right here?
For Greco and her husband, they say the booms have caused cracks in their basement.
This is what's actually going on here. They're building underground cities. And so they're digging with these machines that create these noises. These noises are built up and amplified every time this digging gets to a certain distance, known as resonant distance. Resonant frequency is created. So the noise is amplified at its resonant distance. The length in these diagrams are actually different. It's not built to scale as you're looking at it now. The second one under the first one is actually 3 times longer than the first one. I'm talking about the distance. And the one at the bottom is actually 5 times longer than the top one. So the waveform that are created, as you can see underneath here, inside the wave, or the tubes, are actually the same. The waveform, it's not curved any deeper than the others. It just looks like they are in this diagrams, because these diagrams are not to scale.
Okay, everybody, we're in Springfield, Missouri, and I'm going to take you down into the underground, which is a warehouse and temperature-controlled storage facility. Okay, it's pretty nice. We're going to go pick up cheese from Kraft. It's going to Walmart, Page, in South Carolina. And the reason I'm filming this is it's kind of weird in a cool way. This place is actually a network of underground caves, and Ed Anderson, I'm sure you know this one, he drives also. He drives for Interstate, a friend of mine. He's also here on Facebook. But anyway, we're going to head under, and we'll show you guys how this whole place works. It's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna pull up here to intercom, gain access real quick. I gotta give him a secret code. It's a secret, you can't tell no one. Yeah, KLLM for door 18. Thank you. Oh, look at there. Back to the Batcave, Robin. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice. Actually, it's more like an evil lair. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair. Yep, anyway, there's railroad tracks, as you can see. Why? Because trains come in here. Actually, see, there's one group, one section that takes off. There's railroad tracks, as you can see. Why? Because trains come in here. Actually, see, there's one group, one section that takes off. We're going to go to a whole nother area though. And see? Big warehouses, man. Number 4. They actually have a cafeteria and a pizza joint and a bunch of other stuff in here. Pretty cool. I'm not sure when these things were built, but they're pretty old when they mined all this out. You can see the pillars. Pretty wild. They're putting another ventilation unit right here because they blew a hole in the roof. There's parts over there that aren't quite done yet. And man, this thing, I mean, I can't even, the camera doesn't even do it justice. I can't even explain it either. This thing's got so many different areas, man, it's crazy. There's a lot that they haven't finished yet, like over there. It's probably not a good camera shot. But anyway, there's tons of these, there's tons of these areas over here. There's some offices. But anyway, the really neat thing is, man, the temperature, there's a whole nother fork down there. Sorry, I mean the ADD on you, but there's a whole nother area down there. But anyway, the temperature year round, man, as you probably guessed, stays the same. I mean, just totally the same. And I'll tell you what, being in the Midwest, man, if they ever have any bad twisters, man, there's our trailer right there. If we have any bad twisters, man, this is the place to be right here, dude. Well, anyway, we're gonna pull up here at Kraft. And we're gonna head in and get our paperwork. There's the office. Right. We have arrived. Okay, but anyway, basically in a nutshell, that's the layout. And there's another truck right there. But yep, that's what they do. They enclose these things and build warehouses in them. And this is not the only one, man. These are all over the Midwest. Particularly in Missouri. Anyway, all right, hope you enjoyed, and over and out.
There's always the popular theory that they're digging a tunnel under our town as an escape route from Washington, D.C. to get to Andrews Air Force Base.
I wonder about the underground digging, what's going on there.